like hell on Earth, another planet entirely. Fewer people have been here than have been on the moon.
Angry Planet, tonight, 7 and 10 p.m. Eastern and Pacific.
Thank you for joining us here on the Weather Network on this Saturday as we look ahead to the evening across Ontario. Cool temperatures, a far cry from those balmy conditions we had earlier in the week. 4 in Toronto, -1 in Ottawa. But the big story that we're focusing on is for Sunday as we are bracing for strong winds in southern Ontario, some heavy rain and some mixing into part of Ontario as well. So let's take a look at that as the system begins to move in late this evening and through the overnight hours. We're going to see snow for northern Ontario, some mixing for northeastern Ontario, then some rain in behind that as well. Rain for southern Ontario, some lake effect snow possible Sunday evening and overnight along the shores of Lake Huron and Georgian Bay. Strong winds, those we're also looking at 70 to 90 kilometers an hour, some areas upwards of 100 kilometers per hour. We could see water levels rising along the eastern shores of Lake Erie as well. So potentially damaging wind gusts is certainly what we're looking for within this system. 10 to 20 millimeters of rain for the GTA, 20 to 30 for the south shores of Lake Huron and Georgian Bay, 30 to 40 along those northern shores, and that rain will extend into Quebec as well. We're looking at some snow, as I mentioned, also parts of western and southern Quebec, north of Lake Superior through central Ontario, and there's a look at that possible lake effect snow south of the lakes, as I mentioned as well. Before we get to Atlantic Canada, let's get some video here. A great day to be out for a walk in Whiteway, Newfoundland, as the four-legged furry friends certainly enjoying themselves there. We've got some rain for the Avalon, some snow inland as well. Rain continuing for parts of Cape Breton as well. Most of the rain for the Maritimes is done, save for Cape Breton. So there's a look at our heavy snow inland through Newfoundland. Rain, snow mix this afternoon along the Avalon and up towards St. John's as well. But this evening, the transition to that wet snow and enhancement of that snow along the north-facing shores as well. So it's going to be a snowy day. There's a look at that continual rainfall, 5 to 10 millimeters for parts of Cape Breton, and then we are looking at 5 to 15 centimeters of snow for St. John's, 15 to 20 centimeters elsewhere in Newfoundland as well. There's a look at Western Canada, -5 in Saskatoon. We'll have your full Western story in our next segment, but first we're going to go to this on how the U.S. President-elect could impact the Canadian oil industry.
President-elect Joe Biden made some strong climate change statements during his campaign. During one of the presidential debates, he said he, quote, would transition from the oil industry, yes, end quote. Though Biden's climate change plans are rooted in American legislation, they will impact Canadians. Canadian fossil fuel companies may not have the same investment and support from American partners. Companies focusing on clean energy technologies will face increased competition from the American market. Ultimately, the Canadian government will have to manage the transition from a fossil fuel energy strategy to something more climate change friendly.
You're watching Canada's Weather Network. To help you plan your activities in the coming days, here are the short and long-term forecasts for your area. upload your photos and videos, visit upload.theweathernetwork.com.
When severe weather strikes, get critical information through Storm Center on our app, website, and TV channel. Stay ahead of active weather.
Cliff collapse near Spain's Canary Islands. Residents of southeast Florida saw a purple sky on Thursday as the last of Tropical Storm Ada passed over the area on its way north. Ada passed through Florida after causing significant damage in Central America. Recovery and cleanup efforts continued after flooding from Typhoon Vamco displaced around 350,000 people and left at least 39 dead in the Philippines. This footage was shared by the Philippine Coast Guard, showing someone being rescued in neck-deep water. A section of cliff collapsed onto a road near a beach on La Gomera, one of Spain's Canary Islands, prompting emergency search and rescue operations. Local authorities responded to the scene. This footage shows helicopters flying to and from the site.